Hello in TV land, it's your boy, Freelancer Joe, ready to once again get it crackin'. How are you all doing this fine and wonderful Tuesday afternoon? It is Tuesday, right? Yes, it is Tuesday. And I'm sure my eagle-eyed viewers are saying Tuesday, but Freelancer Joe, according to your little clock thingy there, it says 12:21. To which I would, one, congratulate you on being so eagle-eyed, and two, express disappointment that you're not eagle-eyed enough to notice my sparkling and gleaming, shiny, pearly whites. Because your boy Freelancer Joe just got back from a dentist appointment. Well, not just got back, but had an early morning dentist appointment and is taking the rest of the day off. I was gonna do a really clever quip about an appointment with the sadist, dentist. But as it turns out, today's appointment was actually pretty quick, not too bad. It's just your normal 6-month checkup / cleaning. And surprisingly, Freelancer Joe has been doing a pretty darn good job lately of keeping his chompers clean. Chompers. When was the last time I've heard anybody refer to teeth as chompers? Chompers, pearly whites. I don't know if there are any other slang terms I know for teeth. And while I'm pondering that, I am obviously going through my normal setup. But I forgot to continue my normal routine. I asked you how you were doing on this fine and wonderful day. To which I would also then add, I hope that you're doing wonderful and fantastic too. Yeah, clearly I'm in a not splenetic mood, for those of you who watched yesterday's episode, and were there to witness my discovery of my new favorite word. Well, second favorite word. Obviously, Joe is my favorite word because it is the best word ever. Because it's about me. I hope I'm projecting enough. Let me see. Yes, definitely not feeling splenetic. As it turns out, sometimes, all you need is a good night of rest. I suppose the source event is still there, but you get a good night's sleep, and it's not quite as fresh. Maybe if I revisit it in my mind, it might stir up the emotions. But it's oftentimes when you're feeling emotional, it's probably a good idea just to sleep on things. I think the one caveat I've heard, at least my grandpappy and his beloved had an agreement upon was never go to bed angry. Presumably when they're angry with each other. You just kind of talk it out or whatever. Haven't had to deal with that particular issue just yet. I suppose I had never really given it much thought. I'd kind of just filed it away because, well, if it's not applicable, then, really don't need to spend too much time on it. Actually, let's see. What were we working on yesterday? Oh, my demo. Right. So let's CD to the demo folder. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing because, if you have a couple and they are angry with each other, trying to discuss things when you're angry might actually make things worse, won't it? So trying to not go to bed angry might make things even worse, because then you'll stay up late trying to talk things out, and you'll be angry, and then you'll be angry and tired. I don't know. Maybe the gist of his advice was that, assuming you're both on board, is that you simply agree that whatever you're arguing about probably isn't worth it, and that you'll talk about it more in the morning. Just don't go to bed angry. I think maybe that's really the key. I think. I don't know. That seems to be one of those things that well, it varies from couple to couple. All right, so we were working on my demo. Oh, before we even go into that, well, no, okay. We were working on my demo. More specifically, incorporating a calendar into my demo. And I had identified a calendar library, and you saw the research that I do for that. My very extensive research was just simply like looking at the top Google matches. That's one. And then the second, of course, is looking at the last time said library was updated to make sure that it's up to date. Let me see. And the library I had picked, well, let's get this up first. I forgot what that was. Might have to reset the password. Was it Joe? Yay! I remember that. Okay, so that came out. That's good. And the library we picked, I bookmarked it. It was React. Oh, Why did I bookmark this, not the Git page? That was kind of silly. All right, let's go ahead and fix that. I'm not particularly OCD, but sometimes some things just kind of stick out, and that's one of them. So I'll actually go to GitHub and bookmark it. Bookmark the GitHub page. Come on. Alright, so this is the one that we had picked. So if something goes wrong, it's also your fault. So this really looked like exactly what I was going for. What is this? Basic calendar. We have other options. Localization. Show more view. What is this? Plus link. That can inline pop-up events. Oh. Ooh, neato. Alright. Resource scheduling? Okay. Boardroom, training room, meeting room. Alright. Add on, drag and drop. Alright. So that's more for whoever's managing the calendar. But we're not worried about that right now. We are more interested in just getting it to work. So I had my calendar page. I went to there and it did not work. And so we were trying to figure out why. So if we go look at the console, let's see what the debug messages are. It said above error occurred in the month view component. The month view is not one of my components. It's actually one of their components. Because we see created in div created by calendar, which is their component, in month view created by calendar, which is their component. It says EVTS is undefined, and I was speculating that EVTS is actually events. Because if we look at the source code, or source, it says selectable events. This ought to say events. But I looked at the documentation, API documentation, and it only says that localizer is required, but it does not say events is required. So the easy way to test it is simply to just put in an empty array for events. Events equals no. That. So now let's see if this comes up. compile, it's not compile, is it? Transpile, I suppose. Clear this, go to calendar, and bada boom, something comes up. But it is a very, very ugly something. However, I'm pretty much kind of cool with it, because at least the calendar does come up. Now, so is the issue why the style isn't right? Is it because of basic calendar, view example source code? Let me see. Events, views, all views. Alright, that's interesting. Localization and date formatting. Why does it look funny? Why does it look funny? Okay, let's see. Demos, Basic.js. Basic.js is what I was looking at. Alright. So all they have is all views, object bit calendar.views. So what are these views? What are these views? Let's take a look at the current view of the calendar. Default view. Well, it should default to views.month. Well, I mean, it does look like a, yeah, that's a month view. Alright, so that doesn't seem to be causing the issue. I'm going to say something about style. Title, accessor, tooltip, whole day, start, end, resources. Nope. Resource, get now, on navigate, on view, on, no. Select the ons, they're all events. An array of built-in views. Custom views. Selectable. What is controlling the style? Min, max. Culture, formats. Messages. What is controlling the style? Honestly, I don't know. Console doesn't appear to be. Oh, you know what I bet it is? Okay. Alright. I bet you it's because it's inheriting things. Ooh, I wonder if it's a scroll bar that's doing it. Okay. What is it inheriting anything from? Nope. No, it's not you. Font weight, top left. Somebody's throwing it off. I really suspect it's a style that's throwing it off, but I'm not sure who is doing it. It doesn't look like it actually inherits it from anything. Nope. Nope. Curious. Alright. Okay. Very curious. I still think it's one of these guys that's doing it. Because according to the documentation, I don't really have to specify anything, so somebody is mucking with it. Let's just see if we just do that entire thing. I might have to move it all the way up to the top, actually. Interesting. Or, it's one of two possibilities. It could be because a style thing, which is what my main belief is, or it could be because I don't have any events. Well, before I do anything drastic, let's see what happens if I put in an event. Oh, events. Source utils, dates, events, examples, source. Big calendar, source, utils. Ooh, wait a minute. Are you requiring a style sheet? I bet you it's requiring a style sheet. Why am I not seeing events? Why am I not seeing events? Basic, right? You go up 2 folders. Go up 1, you're in examples, go up there. Source utils, oh, date, no, wait, events. Oh, go up 1 folder in events, okay. Examples, events, alright. Okay, so let's just go ahead and throw this one in there. So instead of an empty array, let's see about this. The old Noglin is feeling a little wobbly. Oh, interesting. I don't see an event. Was there an error? Or a warning? Am I missing something? Nope, not you. Okay. What if I did 2 events? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the date's wrong. Duh. Duh. What's today? 8. 0, 1. What is the format for this? What is the format for events? Start time. New date 3, 0. I want to say year. Okay, wait, there we go. Documentation. Year, month, date. Alright, first field is the year. Okay, that's fine. Second field is the month. Third field is a date, which is a number or can't read that. It's been a long time since I've read. Is it BNF? Let's see. Hmm. Just trying to get this event to show up. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we got an event to show up. So the formatting... No, not the formatting. The style is what's so funky. I'll go ahead and add in the second one. Just to kind of... Long event. 8. But I'm looking at the source code, and I don't see why my style is off. Unless I need to specify this. Oh, I should not have done that. Back. Oh, they did React Data Grid. Interesting. I've used React Data Grid before. Okay, there you go. That's what I was missing. Styles can be found at React Calendar lib CSS. So what's the best way to include that? Alright, so if that's the case, then let me go ahead and put this back in first of all. Go ahead and replace this big calendar with the other big calendar, so we still have an event to show up. Div slash div slash div. Good. Okay, so according to this line, styles can be found at React Calendar lib CSS React Calendar and should be included on the page with the calendar component. So, in theory, I would include it on this particular view. Of course, I don't like doing that, just because mixing CSS includes with this React stuff is really kind of ucky. So let's go to index.html, which is where I add style sheets. And how do I include it locally, though? Huh. Add a comment here. By calendar. Been doing that a lot lately. Calendar. Cakender. Cakender. That sounds good. What was the name of it? React Big Calendar CSS. So including third-party style sheets is always kind of a wonky proposition, or at least one that I haven't fully internalized. It's always something that throws me off. React include third-party. Pretty certain it involves a bang of some kind, if I remember correctly. There you go. Thank you. You can directly use import React, blah, 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 to import. Remember to have a CSS loader in your Webpack config. Oh, I do have a CSS loader. Let's hope that the Webpack, it works correctly. Okay, so then we probably don't need this. Which is a shame. I don't like having the cake in there. Alright. So back up here, big calendar. Import that. I think the problem before I've experienced, or why I never didn't actually internalize the solution, is because I was using Gulp. And it handles things a little bit differently from Webpack. I think this is the first time I've tried using a style sheet import with the Webpack, or a third-party import. Am I out of coconut? Alright, now I'm out of coconut. Now we're back to mango. Pinpoint provider, that's new. Ah! Oh no, okay. I thought the camera froze again. It's just really slow. Oh, somebody's style looks right. But as you can see, it's still correctly not rendered, and I saw this and should be included on the page, yes. Also, make sure that your calendar's container element has this height, or the calendar won't be visible, and see why below. Let's see why. Oh, you don't say why. Yep. See, this is why I generally prefer to do my experimentation off camera, because it's going to be mostly me just reading stuff. As engaging as that would be. Right now I'm just trying to figure out why. Unfortunately, speed reading, that kind of thing, is not going to work out. Alright, so you know what? Whatever. I just wanted to render correctly, so in the container for this bad boy, style equals height. What are you feeling like? 600 pixels? Let's go with 600. Ooh boy, yeah. Head's feeling a little wobbly. It feels like it's evening already. I don't know. I don't know why. Come on, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Well, we are just about at the 30-minute mark, and at least now I have my calendar up, and I have events on the calendar. So that is a excellent breaking point, or not breaking point, break point. I guess it is the same as a breaking point. Stop point. I like that. It's an excellent stopping point right now. Cool kid words about liking and subscribing, commenting, and suggesting. Tomorrow, I'll have to think about what we're going to do tomorrow. Yeah, I will have to think about that. Or I could just save it tomorrow, till tomorrow, and think about it till tomorrow. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. If you are civic minded and legally eligible to, I suggest you vote. Or not, be like me and just kind of see where people want to drive the car. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and that you, until the next time you join me, that you take care and God bless.